Warren show.
Reggie Bush.
All right. What's going on? I've been hearing a little bits and pieces of this. This Heisman, he was a Heisman Trophy winner.
He got it
back.
They took it from him.
Take it from him for?
Because he was making money. You can't make money back in those days as an undergrad. And he was taking money from people.
And they're talking back on the table to the option to paying college athletes.
Right. That's there now. So that's why they figured, since it's almost like they use it the same as like marijuana. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys go to jail for marijuana. Now that it's legal in some states, are you going to let them out? Right. That's kind of what they use it as. Reggie Bush is getting his 2005 Heisman Trophy back. His Heisman Trust cites enormous changes in college athletics. Mm-hmm. Reggie Bush is getting his Heisman Memorial Trophy back after having had to relinquish the award in 2010. In a press release Wednesday on Heisman.com, the decision by the Heisman Trust to reinstate Bush followed a deliberative process in which it closely monitored the enormous changes in the college football landscape. We are thrilled to welcome Reggie Bush back to the Heisman family in recognition of his collegiate accomplishments. So that's what they said. Now, I did this story because some people are upset. And let me tell you why. Let's have this debate. Let's talk about it. Back in the day, prohibition was illegal to have alcohol. Mm-hmm. And to make it and all of that.
Those steel mills that they would always break and find them.
So during that time when alcohol became legal and they maybe let people out who was in jail because of selling alcohol, some people debate and say they shouldn't be let out because it was illegal
at that time.
They did something to break the law. Mm-hmm.
I would say,
like, let's say murder or whatever becomes legal next year. Are you going to let all the murderers out?
Well, here's the thing. I have a mixed view.
That's why let's talk about it.
Because we know right now, at that time, they were in jail. How long? What
if you just got there?
No, because... Oh, you mean like if you just got there and then it became legal?
Right. Let's say you got there Saturday and then, a month later, now it's legal.
They probably need to revisit how long you were doing it.
So a case by case.
Case by case. How long you've been doing it and how long you've been in there. Because you could literally been in there long enough to cover the time frame that you've done it.
But what do you think about
now it's legal?
People who say they broke the law when that was the law. It doesn't matter that it's changed. They physically in their mind knew they was breaking the law. So they're the criminal.
Because at the moment they were doing it, it was illegal. It was, and they got in trouble for it.
And then some other people on the other side argue and say, what if it's an unjust law?
Exactly.
So what if somebody says...
Because that law is not taking people's lives.
Exactly.
It's not violating a person. It's just, you're doing something, whatever they call that kind of law. You're selling something illegal or you creating something that's considered illegal. Think about it.
Go ahead.
Being married to a black man and a white woman was illegal.
Yeah, that used to be illegal.
And you got arrested if you got caught. And some people had to leave the country.
Yeah.
So that was illegal.
Right.
It was not illegal to have a slave.
Now look at this.
And hanging, lynching.
Let's say today we got a speeding ticket. Okay. Let's say tomorrow they change the speed limit to a higher speed limit on that little patch that we got a ticket on. Mm-hmm. Do you still have to pay your ticket?
That's
the same thing.
No, that's different because I would still have to pay. That's a traffic violation.
Why?
Well, that one
because you broke the law at the time.
But that's different because it wasn't a law that I broke where I'm spending time in jail for it.
No, but
so you gotta find something where I gotta spend time in jail for breaking that law. Because a traffic violation, you pay it or you don't, and that's it.
Okay, what if the legal drinking, you can only have 2 drinks now or something like that right now, or 1 drink or something, and you blow in the breathalyzer and it's a 2.1 or whatever. I don't know the numbers. And because it's a 2.1 or something, you have to go to jail for DUI. But then the law changes and says technically it should be higher because the person really isn't that drunk when they blow a 2.1. Should everybody that's still in jail or DUI with 2.1 still have it?
I think we need to revisit, just like the guys that's selling marijuana, that's in jail for selling marijuana. If you're breaking a law, did not take a life, did not abuse anybody, did not beat somebody up, first of all, why are they even in jail with people who have done bodily harm?
Right.
That's a whole different mindset. You selling drugs and you hurting somebody. That's two different mindsets.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with that already. Mm-hmm. So if they've already spent the time to, whatever the word, to be rehabilitated, because why are they in jail for selling? How long they going to be there till they rehabilitated?
No, that's to whatever the judge gave you.
That's what I'm saying. And the judges make decisions on how long too. One judge can say 10 years. Another judge can say 20.
Well, let's look here.
So it's unfair even in every state. So how do you do that?
I don't know.
That's a
in
hard
2010, one. Bush voluntarily gave up his award during an NCAA investigation, found that he received benefits of several $1,000s and a vehicle that were not allowed at the time when you were in college. College athletes can now receive compensation for their name and their image and their likeness. Mm-hmm. In 2021 statement, the NCAA said its rules still prohibited pay for play type arrangements. Based on the recent changes to the NIL rules and previous penalties, including those are several years old, will not be reevaluated or reconsidered. So they still not, you still can't get paid mm-hmm. to,
as a college
win a game and all. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. Bush said that the NCAA defamed him and he filed a lawsuit against the sports governing body. He has said he wasn't paid to play football at USC. So I don't know.
Because he's fighting it. He said he didn't agree with it.
He said, I am grateful to once again be recognized as a recipient of the Heisman Trophy. This reinstatement is not only a personal victory, but also a validation of the tireless efforts of my supporters and advocates who have stood by me throughout this journey. I want to make it abundantly clear that I have always acted with integrity and in accordance with the rules set by the NCAA. So he's still maintaining his innocence. Mm. With Bush reinstatement, USC has the most Heisman trophies now in college football.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with him getting it back because he didn't do what and O.J. Simpson never lost his. He was accused of murder and he got off.
Yeah.
So people was either upset, oh, he shouldn't be Heisman Trophy winner. No,
the family got that. The Goldman family, and then they broke it in pieces, or did they sell it?
And it didn't matter if they
sold it.
And the sad thing about it, that didn't even matter.
I think they sold it for $200,000 or something,
and for them to get money off of it. But they're in the books, in the records, he's still the Heisman Trophy for that year. This guy, I think if he's fighting for his innocence, that's different than if he was actually guilty and said, I'm guilty. And then they say, okay, Reggie, we'll give it back to you.
Okay, Wendy says, I'm in. Do you see me? All right, so let's look. Make sure you're ready when we come to you, Wendy. All right, let's see.
But that's a good question. Because I don't know why are people mad that he got it back?
I don't know.
They felt like he still broke rules and stuff.
I don't know.
I was always wondering too with Angel and Caitlin. I noticed how they never did a lot of interviews. Mm-hmm. I know they really picky on college level of not being the star, like being on the Jimmy Kimmel show or something.
Yeah.
Because that's, putting them in another category, and they shouldn't be doing that as college athletes. But I hope they change that rule and start paying these college kids, because Caitlin brought a lot of money to that school.
Yep.
Angel brought a lot of money to her school.
I don't see you.